That's too loud. That's too loud.
I got loud. You know what I mean?
My guy don't want to do a ticker for 3 names.
I don't know, man.
You still don't want to do it?
I'm in the middle.
Bro.
I'm going to go ahead and knock him out.
Man, go ahead and do it, bro. It'll be all right.
I guess that is kind of lazy, right?
Hey, man.
It's only 3 people.
So what you doing while I put up these tickers?
What'd you say?
I said, what you doing while I put up these tickers?
Drinking. What you need me to do?
Look up how to spell Pat Fryermuth.
I got you. Hold on.
Hey, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Want me to text it to you?
No, I got it.
I low-key thought you was about to crack a nigga. You ain't doing nothing joke. I was about to say, damn, bro.
I was thinking the same thing.
But then I would have said, damn, I set up everything by myself.
You was ready.
But on the G, I had to come back.
You was ready for it.
Comeback City. Comeback titties.
Almost done.
I forgot we on live.
Yep.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
All right, I think I'm about to speed it up. I didn't know that that's where we was going. But just know these are random instrumentals all podcast long.
Excuse me. All right, y'all ready?
Sound like one of Dot's old love song. Hold up, can I find something hard? These are not cutting it.
We late because they wanted to eat.
Oh,
Vic called me.
this guy.
Hey, bro, do you guys want to order some food or something?
I didn't say it like that.
Hey, bro, you guys want to order some food or something? Is that better?
I don't care what it is. This is what I'm going with. So I'm ready. Born ready. Eastside, what's up? I might talk so much more. Do you know how comfortable I am right here?
Comfortable?
Hitting air horns all night long. It's going to be a wild one.
Nasty.
Just so you know.
It's on you, DJ.
Oh, that's me. That's my cue. What's good? What's good? It's your boy DJ Avo, and this is the Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast, episode 200. Let's go!
Yo, I just had to do what I want. I'm a freestyle to the beat. I know this supposed to be the intro, but this is where I be. I am A.P. Don't forget that last dot. We should have a football professional as our mascot. Ooh. And you the pro. Yeah. And we the bros.
Yeah.
Hey, what you know?
What
this
you
is
know?
The start of the show.
Woo!
What's good, Brodies and Bays? This is the Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast, episode 80. This is where you come for all your fantasy football needs and to chop it up about the latest NFL news. I am Dynasty Bro. They let me rap on out of nowhere this morning or this night. How you doing, bro?
Nasty.
I had to clear my throat because we was chowing down on some food.
Some Jordans to be exact, not a sponsor.
Yeah, a fine delicacy here in Indianapolis. You find your way.
I had to, it's all about that lemon pepper on top. I had to apologize to my brother because, I was like, I got a little light on the lemon pepper,
bro, it's cool. We got to be healthier these days.
Yeah. It was still hot, though.
Yeah, still fire.
It was still fire.
Still fire. Team
saw that, yeah.
My God, did you double up? Did you mail in hot sauce?
I did, of course.
It's my nigga.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. All right. So we back. We still got the cool setup going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ain't no more champagne, no more spills, no more accidents. You know how it go.
No more strawberry Andre.
No more strawberry Andre. What you drinking today, though, bro?
Man, I'm drinking some. It's called Voodoo Ranger, but it's an IPA. So
shout out my guy Vic. He fucks with the IPAs.
Yeah,
they're rough. What was that beer you used to tell us we had to roll the bottle before we drank it, bro? Tell the good people about that shit.
Wait, you had to do what to the bottle?
Was that like some Bud Light wheat shit?
It was some kind of wheat.
That was like the college days, right?
Nah, I don't think it was college, my G.
Nah, bro. We're talking 2020.
I didn't even drink till I was 21. I dropped out of college.
That might have been right after college then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was some bullshit. We was rolling shit on the table and on the floor. Yeah.
Vic was
But-
vouching for
But
it.
nobody's explaining to me what's going on.
Vic is explaining it.
So there's a beer. It used to come with like, didn't it have like gold Peloton or something?
Yeah.
And you basically roll it and like unleash like the wheats. And now this shit sounds stupid.
All right, so look,
Come on now, dog.
we gotta what we
Come
need to start
on,
doing is
man.
right before we go into the draft, we need to get a deep dive into these rookies, man, because that's important. I know it's free agent frenzy right now. Everybody's calling their episodes free agent frenzy, bro. Is that just the hot name for it? Nobody else gonna swag out, come up with something different? No. Whatever. We had to take a break, man. There are things going on. We'll touch on those and during the Hood TMZ with Dynasty Bro Vic. But we need to start deep diving into some of these rookies, man. And we're going to discuss the tight end prospects. And shout out to Ice Cube. It's really a big three. How you like that bar, Ava?
I liked it.
All right, it's really a big three when
Let's go.
you think about the tight end prospects. But then Vic got a sleeper, and I told him I got a couple. Just to drop a name, don't really know what they'll be in the NFL, but just, when he thinks about receiving tight ends, man, we're transitioning. Everything's a passing game right now. So I got a couple guys that you need to look out for because, tight ends, it's a long play. But if you fall on one and everything goes the right way, you get one of those stud tight ends, bro, you a mismatch every week in fantasy. So that's what the fuck we gonna do. All right.
That's big facts because your boy got George Kittle.
I was gonna come after George Kittle, but I left it alone.
Does he play?
Damn!
Hey,
I gotta ask the question.
Hey,
I gotta ask the question.
that's fair. But what I'm saying is, I know I got one of the good ones. Hey man, y'all stopped me from trading him, so he better play.
I just told you get the price right for him if you're gonna trade him. I would never tell you just automatically hold. Everybody got a price except for Pat and Superflex.
Yeah.
Facts,
Fair
bro.
enough.
Sometimes you gotta get
Facts.
some shit off the books.
I know. So how we get them off the books? I just opened up my tablet and like 37 notifications popped up from Sleeper. The only one that I seen was Vic. It says Chief Sosa. I'm trying to get some players off the books. That's the only one that clearly popped up. I said, hey, bro, you trying to get some players off the books? That shit fire.
Yeah.
So before we get into the main segment, the tight end prospects, we are going to get into my favorite segment, Hood TMZ by Dynasty Bro Vic. You need a theme song.
We'll see, man. What you got, Avo, for today?
He's playing random instrumentals
forgot.
today.
Hey man, random instrumentals all podcast long. Let's go.
He sound like he wasn't prepared for today. I'm calling him out. Fuck
Oh
that.
no, I'm extra prepared. I got random instrumentals all night long, baby. Let's go.
He got his Dat Piff playlist.
Yeah, bro. These the sound what's the
SoundCloud?
shit? Yeah, SoundCloud instrumentals from random producers that we don't know.
Hey,
My,
man.
MySpace edition.
Yeah,
That's how
Or-
Alex started rapping.
you're gonna hear a random tag. Odyssey
Low-key,
on the beat.
Hey, be
Odyssey
cool.
on the beat.
It's probably- be cool because the tag probably about to come up here soon.
Purchase your tracks today.
Shout out to my
Hey
brother.
man, I'm putting on for all these producers, man.
You don't even got their name. Are you gonna announce their name when you play one of their beats?
Daniel Conclave, let's go.
That is probably not how you pronounce that shit.
He about to NFT this shit. That's a 5. Not a nickel.
No.
We'll take it. All right, man. For real. Hey, let's get into this. What's the word? So we're gonna be in and out as usual. I do want to shout out RIP to the late great Marvin Hagler. So boxing legend who passed this past week. So he was the middleweight champion from 1980 to 1987. Before I was born or thought about, but he was kicking ass though. So RIP, salute.
I watched a couple of his fights, man, recently after his passing. You know, that man right hand, his hook looked like mine, bro.
Do it.
Yeah, bro.
That's what's up. I
You-
tested at the
we just gonna-
cookout.
we just gonna let him get that off.
I
We just gonna let
just
him-
said we gotta test it out at the cookout.
You see, I had to raise my arm, show the
Yeah.
definition after that comment.
I'm gonna come out the hoodie for the second half of the show.
Hey, why did you wear the track and field hoodie today, bro?
'Cause
Tell the
last-
good people.
Last week you said I'll be on my athlete swag. I look like a basketball player, but you can tell I don't play basketball because of the shoes. So I came over here on the athletic track get up,
bro. My nigga look like he about to go do some kind of track and field sport.
high jump or something.
Yeah, bro. Long jump.
Yeah,
You do like you do the long jump.
I did for like a day.
Purchase your tracks today.
All All right, man. Hey, let's keep it pushing, man. So shout out to Bleacher Report Gridiron. Hey, Myers Leonard.
Oh my God.
Plays for the Heat. So I'm sure you guys saw Julian Edelman speak up. Whenever there's like some hate and ignorance going on, especially around like the Jewish community and stuff like that, Edelman been speaking up. So he's been a leader, and he's been, basically is the summary of the quote. I'm not going to read his entire open letter, but he wrote an open letter to Myers. He basically made a comment. Myers did, I believe, on a game, like on a chat or something.
We will not say that ourselves because we would hate for that to be clipped out.
Yeah. But basically, to summarize, Julian Edelman was basically saying, hey, hate is like a virus. Even accidentally, it can rapidly spread. So going back to the Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah, that tag, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Going back to the Deshaun Jackson incident over the summer, you know, he basically reached out to Deshaun and was like, hey, let's get up, have a burger. Let's learn some history. Let's visit the museum. Basically extended an invite to Myers Leonard as well. So
I appreciate the energy on both sides. Like, you kept that energy with Deshaun.
That's true. That's a good point.
Black man, roll over. Myers Leonard, same kind of energy, bro. So that made me appreciate Julian Edelman even more, bro.
That's true. I didn't even look at it from that standpoint.
Does he play?
Yeah, he plays. Well, sometimes, I guess. Damn. Nasty. We'll see. Maybe he'll play this year. Hopefully. All right, let's keep it pushing.
That's a good question.
What?
Well, I'll just ask this now. We don't got to transition all the other ones.
Cool.
Is he back with the team?
Yeah.
With all the signings going on?
I believe so.
Does he get PT? Does he have to leave?
We got to confirm it though. I'm not as close to his contract situation, but I would think he's back.
If you were Tom Brady, would you want Edelman or Antonio Brown? Brown still.
So are you saying Edelman
like right now
like
with the Buccaneers? Yeah.
AB, bro.
Yeah, AB still got the juice, bro.
Yeah.
He don't look like he missed a step, bro.
And you know,
but think about that security blanket Edelman was for him for so long.
But Godwin does damage underneath and over the top and in the middle, and then you got Scotty Miller stepping up. So
Gronk back, OJ Howard coming back with Tom Brady. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, they loaded.
Yeah,
they loaded. All right, go ahead, Avo. You got something?
Hey, well, a little nigga.
I thought he was going to talk. All right, look. So check this out. Let's move to Twitter. Shout out to Joe Pompliano.
Pump it up.
Pompliano. But he basically shouted out Russell Okung. So back in December, if you guys remember, it said, what's the word? He converted basically $13 million of his salary into Bitcoin.
Yeah.
That's back when Bitcoin was at $27K a share. Now it's up to $61K, give or take, up or down right now. But he basically turned $13 million of his salary into $21 million. So
say that again.
He turned $13 million into $21 million.
Nasty.
So basically, that puts Okung as one of the 30th highest paid NFL players today off that move alone. So shout out to him.
Shout out to my guy being smart, being ahead of the game.
Ahead of the game. Shout out to everybody that's involved in the crypto world, if that's your thing, or if you're getting into it or whatever. So yeah, that's what's up. All right, a couple more things, then we're gonna get up out of here. I do want to shout out Jordan Pryor. So he's a safety for the Bills. He basically wrote an open letter, basically just announcing that he's done drinking. He basically just acknowledged what drinking has done for him in terms of like the negative impacts, and he just wants better for himself. So it's a real vulnerable moment. So I thought that was dope. He basically said, "Hey, my DMs are open. If you got questions, need help, all that good stuff." So shout out to him. Just want to acknowledge that.
That's dope, bro. It's all about getting better, bro, on a day-to-day, and being able to be honest with yourself when something is affecting you in a negative way.
Nasty.
Learning how to be realistic with things like, man, drinking is fun, but nah, it's fucking with my mental, it's with my, my physical. So anybody that just starting to realize the negative things about themselves and working on that, that's fire, because that's what we all should be doing.
Sir,
amen.
And I just ate 4 Jordan chicken wings that I know I shouldn't have ate.
Hey man,
I had some too, but actually I gotta put some respect on that man's name, Jordan Poyer, so Poyer. So that's a flag on the play for myself.
Like pour yourself a drink.
Yeah, but he's probably not doing that.
And don't spill it.
Yeah. All right, one last thing, then we'll touch on some of this free agency stuff. So highest paid tight ends right now. Number 1, George Kittle, $15 million a year. Number 2. Got Kelsey.
Travis. Can I guess the third? Or you gonna run with it? It's your guy. You can run with it.
Hey, third highest paid tight end. I don't know. Did Hunter get a bigger bag than him? I don't know.
What did he get? 450.
Well, he earns $12.5 million a year. We talking about Jonnu Smith?
Yeah, it was. He got 4 years. What did Jonnu get?
I don't know the exact deal
because I think
what he makes a year.
I think Hunter just got 3 years.
Yeah, might have to look that up real quick.
3 years, 57.
We need a stat guy up here.
Just right here with everything already on there.
I was just thinking that
3 years, 37.5. So I do the math. That's like 12 and some change.
Yo, we need a screen man.
We do need a screen man. So
we trash.
So I think Jonnu still has him beat by a little bit.
That's cool. Yeah, we're gonna take that.
Yeah. Shout out to Jonnu. Shout out to Hunter Henry. Yeah, man, that's fire. So I just want to shout out. Hey, I saw this on the Dynasty Nerds community page. Someone was like, Bill Belichick must have got his stimmy. That shit was funny.
So since
he's spinning.
Do you want to talk about some of these signings now?
Yeah, we can.
All right, so what does that look like? Let's go and tie these together. They signed Jonnu, they signed Hunter Henry. We just getting back to the Gronk and Aaron Hernandez. Look, going back to traditional football, kind of ground and pound. What do you think they're doing right now?
Man, that's actually a great play. So when I saw that, of course, last year they didn't really have a tight end presence
at all.
So when you don't have a tight end presence, that's put a lot of pressure on the wide receivers. So bringing in 2 big names like that, that opens up the receiving game a little bit more. So I would expect their wide receivers to, be able to take a step up as far as with that room in terms of production. And they brought in Nelson Aguilar,
Kendrick Bourne.
Yeah, Kendrick Bourne. I didn't see that coming, but shout out to Kendrick Bourne. I still got to get that jersey.
I know.
I got to get the patch jersey or the 49ers.
49ers. Right, I still got to get that Jalen Hurd. So do you think, when you say receiving and receivers, are you just saying that just receiving weapons? Because I do think the tight ends are going to be the ones that probably get the most targets and shit, probably eat up the most.
Yeah, I was looking at it from the tight ends are going to open up the wide receiver room in general. So that was a good play. Hell of a move by Belichick from that standpoint. So, and plus Jonnu, you can line him up all over the field, and Hunter Henry, same thing. But you can do a little bit more with Jonnu. So, and
with Cam not being the most accurate quarterback, if you get 2 weapons that can work that short intermediate field, that always going to have a mismatch. I like what they're doing for Cam. Hey, no matter what you say, he had Greg Olsen be a top tight end for years. So I like what they're doing up there, man. And Belichick know what he's doing right now. He's sly.
Yeah, they definitely spent, man, and they revamped the defense a little bit. So,
I think I would have enjoyed them sitting out on getting those 2 mediocre receivers. To me, they're just okay to me. I mean, we don't know what Kendrick Bourne is, but I know he couldn't beat out Debo. I know they went out their way to take a 1st-round draft pick and take Brandon Ayuk last year. So I guess we're seeing what Kendrick Bourne is in this limited opportunity. He does go out and look okay. But I'd rather them, instead of investing in those 2 guys, just spend up and get one almost alpha receiver like a Juju or something to put along with those tight ends. I think that would have been nice.
Yeah. The last big name wide receiver, at least in New England, was what, Moss? Seems like.
Yeah, bro. To be honest.
I think they brought in Josh. Wait, was Josh Gordon there? Or my trip?
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
He fucked with Brady for a minute. But that was on the back end of Gordon when he was in and out. So I don't know if you want to count that. AB?
Yeah, that too. So,
for a game?
Yeah. And he scored.
He scored, bro. And danced.
Yeah. All right. Of course, Aaron Jones, he got his extension since we last talked. So most likely that means Jamal Williams is out, right? And
AJ Dillon he doesn't step into the Jamal Williams role because Jamal Williams was a hell of a pass catching back, bro. And AJ Dillon can catch, but he doesn't play that role better than Aaron Jones. And one thing I will say is there's an argument for saying Jamal Williams looked better in that role than Aaron Jones. Yeah. So that's why they ran Jamal Williams out there on those 2-minute offenses and shit. So it's just like, I don't think what we like from Aaron Jones should be built upon what he was getting. So if you are happy with what he was already doing, I think there's going to be more opportunity. And it's not just AJ just slides right into Jamal Williams slide. I don't think that's what's going to happen.
We'll see. I still like the upside of AJ Dillon. Of course, like on Twitter, social media, there's a lot of AJ Dillon truth or hate, but it's a marathon, man, with a lot of these guys. So Yeah, man. I mean, he's still next man up. They like to run a committee, so he's gonna get his carries. I'll take 10, 12 carries in a Green Bay offense. That's still valuable.
Yeah, that's why he probably will get because Jamal Williams did get a lot of run.
Yeah,
so he will get the run, but I don't think there's no way he'll get like those 2-minute offense Jamal came in for, and they had Aaron out. I don't think AJ will get that because AJ's not a better pass catcher than Jamal or Aaron.
Yeah.
So I think Aaron does step into more opportunity when it comes to catches. So I think that'll be good. But like I said, Dillon, he's big, bro. He fuck around and steal a lot of that goal line work.
Yeah.
So
yeah. A lot of movement. Of course, Marvin Jones went to where do you go? Where did
he
go?
Just signed to Jacksonville.
Yeah, Jacksonville. Man, what does that do to DJ Shark?
I don't know, man, because now you got 3 guys that I like Chenault, I like Shark. But Marvin Jones isn't no bum, bro, and he's a touchdown threat year to year, and I think he had 18 touchdowns in the past 2 seasons, bro. That's solid.
Yeah,
that's solid. So I guess they're just more weapons for Trevor, and I think they brought in Philip Dorsett too. I don't know if that means
they did. Yeah, I don't know what all that means, and of course, like Keion Cole, like he's a role player, but he produces, so you can't just throw him out. I feel like he's gonna still work his way into a role on that field.
Yeah, all I know is you called me about hearing Twitter has some DJ Shark being traded rumors. What you think?
Well, given the whole Juju situation, I can see him going to Pittsburgh. What you think?
I don't think they would go trade for him.
Yeah.
With the other things they need for that team.
Is he still under his rookie contract? Might be a cheap.
Yeah, he is. So I doubt they trade him just because of that. It's a cheap come up. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm liking some of these moves. One more. This is big, not because of the name, because of we're also nervous about James Robinson.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that.
And Carlos Hyde just got signed, and at least they didn't invest, no second round NFL draft pick into a running back. They didn't go get one of these bigger veteran names. And I'm not gonna lie, Carlos Hyde didn't look horrible last year when he was with the Seahawks. But what running back really does look horrible in Seattle when they get the opportunity? But I do think this is good for James Robinson because Carlos Hyde has the chance to step in, do certain things as a veteran.
Yeah.
But I don't think he has the opportunity to take over and outplay James Robinson out of his role. So, all those shares of James Robinson, man, I think everybody should be excited. If you sold, maybe you sold prematurely.
Yeah, I think it's promising. Man, I even in season, I traded it was a package deal, like more than just these 2 players I'm about to name, but like I gave up Jacobs and Jones for Gibson and James Robinson, some other pieces. I just believe in the talent and the situation. I still expect Jacksonville to bring in a running back, but more like a pass catching role, maybe like a Michael Carter and don't get me wrong, Michael Carter can tote the rock, so he can run. Jacksonville hasn't never had a 1-2 punch in the backfield, so of course it makes sense to bring in a Hyde who's a veteran that can show the young guys the rope. You know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely still anticipate them bringing in a running back, or even if it's a Kenneth Gainwell, someone on the smaller side, and let James Robinson be more of that workhorse.
I know. How much you want to run through this? What's the word? Because Winston got signed 1 year, $12 million.
Yeah, that's interesting, man. And of course, Taysom, it's kind of funny money with his contract where they reconstructed it. So who do you think is going to be the starter?
Week 1, Taysom.
Yeah, I agree. I say Taysom as well because Peyton's always trying to get Taysom on the field in a package. So if there's no Drew Brees, I mean, there were times where he'd even bring Drew Brees off the field. I'm like, why are you bringing Drew Brees off? It's like 3rd and 2 or you know what I mean? That. So just given that, clearly they like Taysom. So I think he gets the first shot at holding on to the job.
Yeah, so there's a couple more signings. We don't got to touch on them. I'll just bring them up for the sake of bringing them up. I don't think they do anything for your fantasy team. Mark Ingram, he got signed to the Texans. And Tyrod Taylor just got signed to the Texans. I don't know if that means anything. Andy Dalton just got signed to the Bears.
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of important. You in any kind of super flex league, go check the waiver wire. Because if he stumbles into a starting job for a year, hey, that depth in Superflex leagues is always needed. So I'm not going to knock that. We got any more signings, bro, that you could think of?
Not that coming to mind. Definitely been a lot of movement.
Tyrell Williams to Detroit as of now. Him and Quintez Cephas are the 1 and 2. They lost Galladay. Man, Galladay's still out there, man. Just waiting for him to get signed.
We'll see, man, where he goes. So, I am hearing Anthony Miller trade rumors, so might be Darnell Mooney season.
It's Mooney season. I picked him up in the Empire League, bro.
That's fine.
No new friends. No new friends.
Yeah. All right, bro. That's all I got for what's the word. Any flags?
Hey, Vo, you got any flags?
Yeah, but I don't know the dude's name, man.
What happened?
And you might have flagged him last week. I don't even know. Man, the dude, the announcer that called the young kids the N-word.
Okay, yeah.
For kneeling during the basketball game, man. Flag on that, man, because, man, he a punk. And he blamed it on his diabetes. That don't even make sense.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Like, it makes no sense at all, like, for real.
Flag that, man.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I don't have any flags, not that I can think of, so. You got any flags, Dot?
Nah, bro. It's hard to find football flags, man. Usually, if you find them during the offseason, they usually be personal and shit. So, I don't know.
It's cool. All right. DJ Ava, before we get to this main topic, where can the people follow you at?
You can follow me at DJ Avo Love on the gram. And then on the Twitter, you can follow me at Dynasty Bro Avo. You definitely catch me on the Twitter. I've been releasing all our clips. Y'all can catch Vic's Party Foul. So, yeah, definitely follow Dynasty Bro Avo. Let's go. Oh, Lord Jesus.
I should have had the people follow Dot before he got up, but it's all good.
Hey, man, y'all follow Dot at Dynasty Bro Dot everywhere. It's Dynasty Bro Dot everywhere.
All right, but you guys can follow me at Chief Sosa FF, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast, Dynasty Bros FF, wherever you listen. YouTube, join the Facebook community, Dynasty Bros FF podcast. And Dot's coming back for his handy.
This guy.
He's just moving around.
It's cool.
And we stalling.
We out here. Man,
Hey, Bo.
We something like stalling. Hey, man, check us out on these NFTs too, man. We're going to try to figure that out.
Yeah.
We're going to have something available for y'all for purchase. If you support us, that's a good way to support us. Just throwing that out there. I want you some content. You know what I mean?
Dot directing traffic right now.
I know, man.
All right, bro.
Man, my bad, man. I ain't gonna lie. Come here.
Nah, bro.
No, just cut through here.
We're going to thug it out, man. Whatever. You could have had them say what's up, man. Whatever.
Hey, my brothers here. It's
here.
the twins. My bad, man.
Cool,
it's their birthday, man.
Do your thing.
Shout out to them.
What's good? What's good?
You all right, brother? We live right now, man.
Where can they follow you at?
Hey, you here? Where we follow you at, bro? At Y Sneak Life. He a stylist. Let's go.
That's what's up.
Word. That's what we doing now.
I cut
Hey,
the
man.
TV on for him and everything. They don't even want to go in there. All right, let me go. Hey, follow me at Dynasty Bro Dot on Instagram and Twitter, and follow the main Instagram handle Dynasty Bros FF. My bad, good people, man. I'm bad.
It's cool, man. We got something to prove. Hey, Vic, where we can follow you at, bro?
He already did that. I heard him do
Yeah,
it.
Chief
sure
Sosa
you did
FF. Yeah, I did.
My bad.
Shout out to Avo. He finally playing real instrument, real
Hey, man,
instrumentals.
it was gonna go all night long, but I couldn't do it.
He acting like me.
I tried.
Getting already threw my handle out. All right, bro. So let's get into these tight end prospects. So of course it's rookie season, free agency season. So we want to start getting you prepared for your rookie draft. So we got the tight end class, the incoming guys who should be drafted that we're excited about. Of course, there's a big three. I'm curious to see who you got at number 2 and number 3. I'm pretty sure we got the same 3 guys, just a matter of where they fall. And then we got a couple sleepers too. So yeah, man. Anything else you want to add to that?
Nah, man. The big 3. No Q. I know I said I wanted to say it again.
All right. Since I put the tickers together, let me throw the first guy up. So we got a tight end out of Florida. Basically a big ass wide receiver.
How you know that's my first one?
It's the obvious one, right? Am I
All
right?
right, you're right. Mr. Cowpet from Florida.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Kyle
Speak
Pitts,
him up.
let's go.
You want me to speak him up?
Oh, my guy getting this.
Oh, no. We good. We talking about 6'5", 245 pounds. Probably gonna run somewhere around a 4.5. I hope he runs a 4.5. Bro, that's who does that? I'm trying to think who had that kind of upside, man. And he's a great pass catcher. It's what can you say bad about him besides, I feel like when he get in, he's going to get stronger and better in his blocking. But as soon as he come in, he's automatically a receiving threat. You got scouts talking about right now, he can come in and be a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Like and flirt with being Megatron type style of a receiver. So that just shows you what kind of talent that we're working with, man. So you hype this man up too. We can double up on giving his props, man, Mr. Cowpet.
Yeah, I do want to shout some of his stats. So he had 43 catches this year, 770 yards, 12 touchdowns, average around 18 yards a catch. What stood out for me on tape is his athleticism, his catch radius. Pretty much, you just throw the ball around him, put it in the neighborhood. He's going to come down with it. He's catching traffic. He was catching touchdowns over 2-3 guys. Like, teams were really trying to game plan against him and, double team him, triple team him, but it didn't matter. Kyle Pitts was still coming down with the ball. So, yeah, man, 6'6", 246. Man, I'm actually excited for his career. So, yeah, super athletic. He does it all, bro, and he can run, like you said. I would like to see him improve in the blocking game, but at the end of the day, he's out there to make plays. So, I can see him, not being asked to block as much, but there will be moments. But I don't see him ever putting his hand down in the dirt. You know what I mean?
He ain't gonna have to. Whoever take him is gonna use him as a receiving weapon, I think. And nothing's wrong with that. Sometimes you just get that guy and you know how you want to use him. So you let him sit on the end of your line, maybe hit somebody on his way out to run a route. But man, you don't pass up no type of talent like that, man. His shit's crazy. So yeah, Mr. Cowpets, it ain't too much to say about him.
Yeah,
you ran through his stats and just everything he can do on the field is what more could you want from that?
Yeah, well, let's talk about this. Let's talk about NFL draft capital potential and also fantasy drafts. Like, where do you take them in your rookie draft? So let's start with the NFL draft capital. Is he a round one guy?
Hell
round two?
Yeah, bro. He's top 15 guy.
Okay.
Talent wise, he's probably a top 5 guy just off pure talent. Like, not just like if you put all the position guys together and you drafted off pure talent, he's a top 5 guy, bro. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
So, whoever takes them, they know what they're getting. They're going to draft. They're going to draft this tight end to be a receiving threat. He's going to be a stud, bro, as soon as he come in. When you think about dynasty tight ends, man, who would you want over him right now? If you could have a list right now, I know it's early.
Yeah.
You want me to get my list first?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, look, I'm still taking Kelsey. I don't care what AG said. I'm still taking Kittle, and I'm still taking Waller. That's a nice 3. I'm probably going TJ Hawkinson, man. I think he's established on a team that loves him, and he showed what he could do. I think he's going to flash into that tier this year, and I think that's why they're not so worried about big name receiver. They're still working, but they're gonna fuck with Hawkinson this year. I'm pretty much making him a top 5 right now because after Hawkinson, I want him. These other guys don't flash, and they have no kind of consistency no matter how much I like them. I love Fant. Jonnu, I love him. But dynasty-wise, I don't know. I love him for the now. I want to see what he does this year. I like Hunter Henry. But dynasty, I feel like somebody's going to invest in this guy to just be a receiving threat. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah. If you ask me, the only guys I'm taking right now over Kyle Pitts and dynasty, Kelsey and Waller.
He don't like injured guys, so that's why he's on the fence with Kittle.
Yeah, but of course that just means Kittle's going to come back and play all 16 next year.
That's what happens with Evan Ingram.
I know, right? So I just want my guys to be on the field. Like, I'll spot you 1 or 2 games.
Kelsey had a rough start to his career when it came to being healthy, and now look at that motherfucker. Yeah. Don't even miss games.
He's flourishing now. All right, now let's pivot to the rookie draft side of things on the fantasy side. So. Where would you take Kyle Pitts in the first round, second round? Like,
super flex.
Yeah.
Let's do this easier and don't do super flex because I feel like now we're just going straight. Just
straight
players.
Talent,
So if this is a 1 QB league, I try to tier up the guys where it comes to who I think are alphas in their position. I think you got a top 3 at running back. Javonte, Etienne, Najee. That's 3. And then with the receivers, I think the guys that have the real potential to be the alpha guys, you have Jamar, you have Smith, you have Waddle. I still like Waddle. And you have Bateman. To me, those are the alpha guys. I don't know how you feel about that. I love Rondale, but I feel like
he's sliding.
Yeah, but and then I feel like I don't know if Rondell's going to work the outside at all. I feel like you need to have a team that's going to work him at a slot and feed him like he's their number one option out of that slot role. So, I'm thinking somewhere straight. If I had and probably not even Waddle, to be honest, I probably probably Smith, Bateman, and Jamar are the guys I'm gonna call the alphas that I would take over him. So if I had the number 7 pick, I think that's what I'm flirting with my Cowpets.
Yeah, and for me, when it comes to like super flex versus 1 QB league, a lot of my rankings stay the same. I started just sliding QBs back, so I still got Kyle Pitts middle of the first, like 108, 107. It just depends upon, if you really need a tight end. So if you're a tight end needy team, pull the trigger in the middle of the first round. So that's what I would do. But yeah, I definitely think you should be going in your first rounds, mid to late. I wouldn't be surprised if some teams reach. I mean, but there is a lot of other talent out there. I personally wouldn't get them at the top. But then again, it's all about who's on your team too. So definitely, make your decision based off your team needs. That's kind of how I draft. So
if it was a super flex league and a tight end premium league, he would be on 102. Is that crazy?
I can see that. I'm not a fan of tight end premiums. I mean, I feel like that's a trap. Like, of course, if you don't have Kelsey or Waller, Kittle, you better off looking up on a Logan Thomas or
You want to know why they started doing tight end premium? Because tight ends get so disvalued in fantasy leagues because they're not top heavy. So it made you want to dive deeper into guys. It made want to find the worth of tight ends higher. So like Kittle and people like Kittle and Kelsey are already important, but then the other ones just don't seem important. So those two guys get even more important, but then the other guys start to get just as important when you come to the other positional players too. So it's just one of those things where I get it because you got to think 1 QB leagues we don't like playing because QBs are devalued. Yeah. Look how big Superflex done got because it's like we got to find a way to be strategic with quarterbacks because they are important. We don't want to do 1 QB leagues no more. So now I love Superflex. That's damn near what I prefer.
That's true. My first Superflex, I was a little shaky, but man, I still say this. I mean, going back to the tight end premium, you just put Kelsey and Kittle and Waller on steroids, so it's still the same outcome. It's a wash, in my opinion.
True.
So
facts.
It's a trap, man. It's just a way to get guys to reach for tight end, so all this other value will fall. So, all right, man. I'm curious to hear who's your number 2 tight end in this class coming out. So yeah, who do you have as the number 2 tight end coming out prospect wise?
Pat. I'm not saying his last name.
Freiermuth.
Say it again.
Pat Freiermuth.
Man,
I think you're saying it right though.
Of jokes. Probably Freiermuth.
You're saying it right though.
I mean, it's F-R-E-R, so Fryer.
You're saying it right.
Is that German?
Nigga, I don't know.
What's the origin of that name?
German chocolate cake.
That's
pretty good on the shit. All right, look, coming in at 6'5", 256. He is my second favorite tight end. Just because he gets the work done, man. This is what I will say. The top 3 all need to put in some work in their blocking, to be honest. So it's not like somebody has the upper hand when it comes to blocking. I just like when Pat gets the ball, he like punishes the defenders. Like it's not Derrick Henry punishing because he's a natural running back, but he doesn't mind creating contact. He wants to show how big he is on the field. So it's not going to be an easy tackle when you go approach this man. I went in between my second guy and my third guy because I do think my third guy is a little bit quicker when it comes to just speed on the field. But give me the guy that's going to be physical. I like watching. I guess maybe sometimes it's why he's hurt so much, but I liking George Kittle go catch his ball and he's looking to run you over. He's looking to truck you, like create the contact before it hits you. I guess it's a good and bad thing when you can't stay healthy, but that's the kind of physical tight end I want because nobody wants to go out there and tackle that guy. So if he's already the mismatch when it comes to catching, give me the guy that's going to make you be like, I don't want to guard him or have to tackle this man. That's what Pat do. He goes out there and he's trying to be a bruiser when he gets the ball, bro. So I really like that about him.
Yeah, I like everything you said. And when I watched the tape on him, I mean, like what stood out for me was the route running and the hands. Like, of course, you watch Kyle Pitts, route running, and then you watch Pat.
Oh my Lord!
His route running is like here, like it's up there. So it's definitely like he takes pride in that. You could tell. He uses his hands, which you like to see. And like you said, man, he likes to punish people after he gets the ball. So, I see him definitely being a starter in the near future, but, I think you got to bring him in as like the number 2 guy and just let him learn behind a veteran before he takes over that like full-time role in a couple of years.
So I keep hearing y'all say one consistent thing, and I just got to know why.
Yep.
Y'all keep talking about these guys' blocking ability.
Yeah, I mean, playing tight end, you basically have to do it all. You got to block defensive ends, you got to block linebackers.
Nah, bro, I hear you, but you don't get no points for that. Are you saying if they can block really well, that means they can be on the field? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
Okay.
The better but that's with every position. That's why some running backs fall in the draft because they don't have good pass catching. Like you have to be a good pass blocker. To be able to stay on the field.
Yeah.
So
which
like if you
can't
can't
get the ball.
I don't care how good you are running the ball. When it comes to throw the ball, if you can't protect Tom Brady, they don't want you on that fucking field.
Okay.
That was the problem with Clyde Edwards-Helaire at first to start the season. It was like, I want to keep him on the field, but if he's not going to improve in his blocking, I don't want him out there protecting Pat. Pat is Pat, nigga. You can't have you out there fucking up Pat.
No, I got you.
Yeah.
Especially for the fans, because I'm like, wait, y'all keep saying blocking. I didn't know if scoring
Yeah,
changed.
bro. You have to
literally you have to be able to block.
Yeah.
Because that's how you gonna stay on the field.
Hell
if
yeah.
you stay on the field, you got the chance to get more points.
Yes.
I got you.
So all 3 of these tight ends, but that's something you work on. That's something that you get to the NFL and you can start learning as long as you want to learn. You have to look like you want to block. The worst thing that you can do is look like you don't want to block at all because then they can't teach you.
Yeah.
I actually understand because I figure you would have learned blocking earlier, but they do say people get to the major leagues and hit home runs, and I've never understood it. But I guess there's something extra you learn up there at that level that I guess you can't figure out at others. But I just had to learn that real quick. Right on.
Well, I'm gonna say this: like, it's an effort thing too. It shows like it's easy to tell the guys that are really trying to block or give effort versus guys that are just going through the motion.
Yeah.
And then you also see guys who maybe weren't as physical in the beginning of the season, and then you cut on like their bowl game or their conference championship game, and they're like a different player. So you definitely got to account for the growth. But some guys don't take that leap. So like they are who they are. Yeah.
All right, let's get into this third guy, man.
Wait, back up real quick. Where do you see Pat in the NFL draft standpoint?
NFL draft. He has all the traits to be a real good tight end. So he'll go in the second, third round, third at the latest.
A day 2 guy.
Yeah, he'll third at the latest. I can see him going in the second round because I like this big 3 of tight ends. I can see them being in the league for a while, And I actually do think all 3 of them can make an impact fantasy wise. Even if I'm not saying everybody has Cowpet's upside when I say, fantasy, they can make a fantasy impact, but nothing's wrong. Imagine having Greg Olsen on your team in his prime. Yes, he probably wasn't the best tight end for years, but if you got a guy that can flirt with top 5, top 6 for years, that's decent, bro. So everybody can't have the generational talent, but everybody can have solid tight end play. That's all you can ask for sometimes in fantasy.
Yeah, I agree. I see Pat as a day 2 guy. This is a guy that's put up 16 touchdowns over the past 3 years. Of course, this year with the pandemic, it just kind of threw some things off. But I have Pat going in the early to mid second round. So yeah, for me, he's a second round rookie draft pick in your dynasty leagues. If you miss out on a Kyle Pitts, I'm hella comfortable spending my second, on a guy like Pat and knowing I missed out on Kyle Pitts, but I got like a Rashad Bateman.
Yeah.
So that's fire.
All right. So this is what I will say. So the third guy is Mr. Brevin Jordan. I like Pat because for the NFL, I think his skill set and what I told you I like about him translates to the real NFL better, which might keep him on the field sooner and might get him more active sooner, acclimated. Brevin Jordan is a great tight end. Like I told you, all of them need to work on their blocking. But Brevin is more of the natural receiving tight end when it comes to, him and Pat, if you had to compare the 2. But since neither one of them are dominant in their pass blocking, I took the guy that looks the most physical because I think NFL teams will like that. They will be like, well, at least he's out there looking like he's trying to be physical. Brevin is a smooth route runner. He has good hands. Like, he can get the ball. He has good run after the catch ability. But, you know, with the fact that he's not the great pass blocker yet, he's going to have to go out there and, like, dominate his ability to to catch passes and run initially. He has to show that athleticism that he has, because he's that type of tight end that, we love to see it. It always looks cool when a running back jump over a guy. But when a tight end do it, it's like man, yeah, he has that kind of athleticism. So he has to go out there and show that kind of wow ability about himself, because I do think he has that. And once he wins over a team, they're going to put him on that field. Like I said, you can work on that blocking long as the player wants to, but his ability might translate to fantasy sooner than Pat's will, if I admit that. But I think Pat might have the opportunity first because of his style of playing, his skill set first.
That makes sense. Yeah, I actually got Brevin as the number 2 tight end coming out this class, and I gave him the edge because of his physicality. So that is one thing that stood out to me when watching the film. Definitely way more physical than Cowpet, in my opinion. And Pat, like, he seeks out the contact. You watch him blocking defensive ends, and he's holding his ground, holding his weight. So that's something you love to see out of a tight end that can also catch passes and create some yak. So he's definitely athletic at 6'3", 245. This year he had 38 catches, 576 yards, 7 touchdowns, averaging 15 yards a catch. That's solid, man. That's going to translate over very nice to the NFL. So not saying he's going to have 15 yards a pop in the NFL, but give me a guy that's shown he can basically just chunk off yards and, in chunks like that. So that's respectable. So for me, I still have him as a day 2 guy as well. And then from a fantasy standpoint, rookie drafts, have him as your early second round pick to mid. So again, if you miss out on the Kyle Pitts, you can double back in the second round, get you a Brevin Jordan or a Pat. So,
all right, that's fire. Those are the big 3.
Yeah.
I feel like that's pretty standard. You go look up any prospects list, that's your top 3, no matter how you want to cut it. Usually Pitts is number 1, set in stone. You can flip your 2 or 3 when it comes to Pat and Brevin. So this is where the bros help you out. Dynasty Bro Vic said he got him a sleeper. I got a couple guys. And when we say sleeper, these are deep dives that we're not telling you they have the upside of Pat. We're not. I'm not telling you that, in a couple years he could turn out to be Darren Waller out of nowhere. I'm not saying that. But these are guys that we like something about, that if a team take a chance on through hard work, maybe they could pop out. And that's all you really need for a tight end. Because if you can gain any kind of value at tight end and flip that for nothing, these are guys that are going 4th round, 5th round, undrafted in rookie drafts. And if you can get any kind of value off of that, that's a come up. And that's what fantasy is about, finding that value, getting them assets, baby.
Yep. So since you got 2, I got 1. You should go first.
I'm going to go first. Let me pull out my phone because I got him right here. Hey, Mr. Quentin Morris from Bowling Green. He's a tight end. And this is what I told Vic. I told him that for the most part, these are guys that I looked at and they just looked very athletic. You feel me? Like, they're big because they're tight ends. They have great size. This is a guy that's 6'4", 250. And he probably run around a 4.6. For a tight end, that's decent speed. But he actually plays quick. He has decent hands. And Bowling Green used him as a weapon, like a mug. So I like him. He's always put up the production from the beginning until he just graduated. That's all you can ask for, you feel me? And a weapon is to see proven production, and he's playing. So clearly the team likes his talent and want to do something with him. So, yeah, man, that's a guy you should look for. That I'm not saying he's on anybody's radar, but, you might have to check waiver wires for him, but that's a come up. So, like I said, in the NFL, I don't know when he's going to be drafted. He could be undrafted in the NFL. He could be undrafted in real dynasty drafts. But, I wouldn't be surprised if, 5th round comes around, they see a guy with some kind of potential, because like I said, this turned into a passing game, and the tight end's got to be able to catch just as much as block. So, and he's not a horrible blocker either. Nasty. So give me a guy that actually plays quick. So that's what I like.
All right, my 1 sleeper. Let's go to Ole Miss, tight end Kenny Yeboah, 6'4", 240. He transferred from Temple, but he, found a home in Mississippi. Man, he balled out against Alabama. Like, he literally had like a stat game against Alabama. So 7 catches, 181 yards, 2 touchdowns. Like, when you go back and watch that game specifically, they lining him out wide. He's playing the H-back role. He's blocking. I would like to see him be a little bit more physical in the blocking game. But he is in there, like, taking up space in terms of he can help you create some room. But I definitely want to see him be a little bit more physical. But as far as catching the ball, running routes, like he can run deep over routes. Doesn't have the best breakaway speed, but he can still, sneak behind you and score. So I did see a lot of slips, like a tight end slip out, and he get behind the defense very quickly. So I just like the upside. So for me, this is a guy who I see as a day 3 guy in terms of fantasy and your rookie drafts. This is a guy who, when you get to your 4th rounds, if you are drafting that deep, I personally only like to go 2 rounds deep. I know some leagues go 3, some go 5. But I do feel like this is a year where you can go 3 rounds deep with guys. I would take him late in the 3rd if you need a tight end. Otherwise, just add him. But this is a guy who I'm willing to stash.
All right. So, we always talk about tight ends take forever they don't take forever, but you just take 2-3 years to get acclimated to the NFL system. It's the hardest position to learn as far as transitioning. Let's get to a guy that played at Georgia. That's a big name school, Mr. Trey McKitty. 6'5", 245. He's a senior. He didn't really have the best production this year, but if you look back on his 2019 season, he had a good tight end season. And I really came up on him watching some of the Senior Bowl practices and shit, because I didn't really have nothing to do at home one day, so I was just sitting and watching that shit. And I seen a tight end out there that looked big. He looked swift. And while he was out there running, I was just like, this is a tight end. So I went to go look at some of his tape. I'm like, damn, he really don't got no real tape from this year. I had to go look at 2019. Okay. And he's actually a good tight end. And I don't remember his name sticking out none last year, so I'm not going to act like he was even a big prospect last year. But I was watching some of his games, man. He catch the ball. He actually got separation speed at the tight end position, man. So here's the thing. I don't know where teams are going to scout him at, but I actually enjoy watching his tape. So off of my eye, I wouldn't be surprised if he got drafted. I'm not saying he's none of the top 3 that I named, but I could see him, if the 4th round roll around the NFL draft and I hear his name called, and it's Trey McKitty. Who don't want? That's a cool name, Loki. I mean, it ain't cool, but it's different. So, I really enjoyed watching his film. That's just me. I do think he can be a mismatch for defenses, because if you got a tight end that has that speed to be able to break away from these linebackers and shit, that's always a mismatch. So that's a guy that I've actually seen him, went to go look up the info on my own and watched it and liked the film. So that's somebody just on your radar too, bro. Just putting it out there.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And Kenny was a Senior Bowl guy for me as well. He actually scored a touchdown. I think he secured the game for him. So that's fire. We want to put these guys on your radar in case you need to build in other spots. If you miss out on a Cowpet to Brevin Jordan or Pat Fryermuth. Yeah, man, I'm trying to say it. But if you miss out on those guys, hey, it's got some potential sleepers for you. So, yeah.
All right. Let's transition out, man. Those are the tight end prospects, and we're going to do a deep dive into the rest of these rookies going forward before the draft. Get you prepared. We're going to get into this closing, man, and the closing is where, we all 3 get the opportunity, a chance to say something good to the people. Maybe someone's on some bright brain, bring some awareness to something going on in the country or in the city or in our families, just anything that we like to bring some light to and share with you guys. I wish Avo would bring the tempo down for this closing joint that we about to do, because I don't want to be saying some emotional stuff over Big Rings by Drake and Future. I really don't think that is a good look. If this nigga don't play me some music Soul Child or some shit, anything, something,
Some lemon pepper,
some of them SoundCloud beats you was just playing with the fucking drops in them, anything, bro.
This is what it feels like. Some horns, some with some horns. That's cool.
You see money all around me. You ain't got nothing emotional. We're one of them AP tracks deep when I'm talking about my family or some shit, bro. You ain't got nothing.
Some Roddy Rich, what was that?
Anything.
High fashion.
Give me 1 second.
Something mellow.
Hey, now we getting specific. I can do specific.
Yeah, just anything. Just something.
Yeah,
just something where I can look the camera and be like, man, it was a rough week. Yeah. I can't do that to this shit.
He playing that party almost over, but we still got a good 45 minutes left.
Yeah, last call for alcohol playing ass.
Get the number now.
God,
You still got like 30 minutes.
There we go. All right, we about to get into the closing. Avo asked get to go first because he deserved to be put on the spot. So say something, bro.
That's cool. As always, I'm gonna preach protect your mentals. I had a rough weekend. Had to go make sure the family's right. Just know that just because everybody's walking around with a smile don't mean they happy. So just do your best to check up on the people you can and look out for the people you can. And step up when it's time to step up.
Respect.
You want to go next, bro? Or you want me to go? Because I don't mind.
Yeah,
I ain't got nothing super deep.
Tell them where they can follow you at, too, though, real quick. If you already did that.
You can follow me at Dynasty Bro Avo on the gram or Avo Love on the gram. Or Dynasty Bro. I don't even know. Dynasty Bro Avo on the Twitter, man. Dynasty Bro Avo on the Twitter. My bad. I got into my mind and started thinking. My bad.
It's all good. And look out for his motivational Mondays. He's going to try to drop in the morning.
We're going to try to get him in the morning, but right now we've made it to Monday.
Monday evening motivation. It's all good. All right, go ahead, Doc.
All right. I ain't got nothing deep to say. I just want to do this. It's my bro's birthday. We happen to be recording March 16th on they shit. Go follow them on the gram. Why Sneak Life and forever, not ever, forever live fly. My niggas, they the two flyest niggas I know, and they just happen to be motherfucking twins. That shit is ironic. So I just want to say happy birthday to them, happy soul day, all that good shit. Hey, follow them and then follow me at Dynasty Bro Dot on Instagram and Twitter. And the main Instagram page is Dynasty Bros FF. I am getting more converse on Twitter, man.
You are, bro.
Legit.
Interacting with people and gaining my own friends.
Hey, man, I just want to say right before Vic go on the twins, bruh, if they would have had TikTok when we was younger, if they would have had the TikTok, just a little quick, man, the dances week, man, come on, man.
Should call them out.
Throw that out there.
Should call them out here, see if they want to bust a dance move. But
shout out to the twins, happy birthday. I remember when I first met the twins, weren't we like roasting each other?
Yeah, that was you and Randall.
Hey man, that shit ain't over with, bro. We're gonna pick that shit back up. That roasted shit, he back there laughing.
Oh man, that's cool.
Yeah. That was like what, 2017 or what, 16?
It was a minute ago. But yeah, that's shit funny. But
all
now, where can they follow? Well, no, you say something good to the people.
Yeah. I say something good. Actually, a couple weeks ago, I wanted to honor Mr. Vernon E. Jordan. If you guys remember, DePaul alum who passed. Major role in politics. I didn't even know he actually was an advisor to Bill Clinton, like real close to the Clinton. So at his service, they streamed it, and I actually got to watch it. Bill Clinton and Jesse Jackson was like right there on the stage. So that just goes to show the kind of impact he had. And
that's hard.
I ordered those books. I got them in through Amazon. So yeah, I'm about to get to reading. At least on his life, on his memoir, and there's a chapter in there titled DePaul. I'm tempted to jump to that because I just want to just
don't be that guy.
No, I'm going to read the book, but I'm just tempted to just like read about his experience, just from
just build up to it.
Yeah. I'm gonna build up to that. So again, RIP to a great person who impacted a lot of people. So that's my say something good.
All right. Yeah. Hey, when we get on, when this pop off, I'm gonna have the twins be my personal stylist, bro.
That's what's up.
Hell yeah, bro. So that's it, man. That was a boy. Hey, Avo be taking me down emotional roller coaster sometimes with these instrumentals, man. I'm gonna have to. We're gonna switch roles one episode, bro. Have you learned enough fantasy to talk it enough?
Not quite, but I can fake it till I make it.
That's what we are. All right, man. Look, this is one of my old songs called Swinging. The beat was fire. It was made by Ozzy. And shout out to my little brother, man.
Hey, man, he makes all the instrumentals for the podcast clips. So
yeah. Anybody want to say anything on the way out?
Good, man.
All right, Avo, walk us out, bro.
I'm gonna switch the energy one more time because that's just like the shit I like to do.
All right.
I guess we should have said thanks for listening. Thanks for checking us out.
Hey man, thanks for listening. For checking us out. Check us out next Tuesday. The Tuesday after that. Happy birthday to the twins. We out. We go. Put it off, Vic. I gotta go.